Welcome to chair yoga. Let's get started by finding our seated mountain pose. First we want to shift in our chair, so we're about the center of our chair seat, and then we're going to shift side to side to get solid on our sit bones. We have two triangular bones in the pelvis, and they look about like a W. When we shift side to side, it pushes some of the cushion out of the way and we get nice and solid. Then setting up our legs, our knees coming to our hip distance apart, knees over our ankles, feet flat on the floor. Crown of the head reaching up for the ceiling so that the shoulders relax back and down to find our nice tall neutral spine. Closing our eyes, beginning to relax down through the muscles of our face. Relaxing our shoulders down away from our ears. Relaxing down the length of our arms. Noticing how our hands are contacting our legs today. Relaxing down the length of our legs. Noticing how our feet are contacting the floor today. As we breathe in, sending that air deep, deep down into the belly. Slowly filling up to our collarbones. And as we exhale, slowly emptying out from the top all the way back deep down. Taking conscious control of our breath. Signaling our body to begin to lengthen it, deepen it, and slow it down. As a result, slowing our heart rate down. Beginning to lower the blood pressure. Allowing all the nerves and muscles in our body to begin to calm and relax. Then turning to our minds. Seeing ourselves finding a box. Whatever kind of box comes to mind for us today. And seeing our thoughts as objects, collecting them up and putting them into our box. Collecting up all our plans, all our worries, all our concerns, everything that's happened so far this morning, plans for the rest of our day, rest of our week to come, clearing out our minds, filling up our box, then seeing ourselves put a lid on that box or closing it up. Taking our box, putting it up on a shelf for the next hour. Setting it all aside for now. Turning around to see a large empty room, now completely cleared out, swept clean. Seeing our mat and our chair appear at the center of that clear, calm, safe space. Slowly walking over to them and settling in. Sitting tall, breathing deep. Bring ourselves fully into our class, fully into our chair, onto our mat, and into the present moment. And choosing to open our eyes or keep them closed, moving to our neck stretches. So we breathe in, slowly reaching our chin up for the ceiling. And as we do, lengthening up through our neck as well as the front of our throat, rather than letting our head fall back. So we exhale, slowly lowering chin to chest, switching that gentle stretch to the back of our neck, maybe feeling it extend into the upper back. Breathing in as we slowly reach our chin back up for the ceiling. Lengthening up and exhaling as our chin slowly relaxes back down. Let's do two more of those slow, gentle stretches. Breathing in, chin reaching up. Exhaling, chin relaxing back down. One more, breathing in and out. Breathing in, bring our head back up to neutral. As we breathe out, slowly lowering our right ear toward the top of our right shoulder, gently lengthening up through the left side of our neck. Breathing in as we slowly bring our head back up to center. Exhaling our left ear slowly toward the top of our left shoulder, lengthening up through the right side of our neck. Breathing in and slowly bring our head back up to center. Exhaling right ear toward our right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear toward our left shoulder. Breathing in, slowly returning our heads back up to center. Let's do 2 more of those slow, gentle flows. Gently warming up, stretching, connecting to the sides of our neck. One more, right, center, left. Breathing in, returning our heads back up to center. So we exhale, now turning our heads to the right, eyes looking far off to the right. Breathing in, slowly unwinding our neck, returning head and eyes to center. Exhaling, turning our heads left, eyes looking far left. Breathing in, unwinding, returning head and eyes to center. Exhaling, turning right, looking right. Inhale, center. Exhale, turning left, looking left. Breathing in, unwinding, returning head and eyes to center. Let's do 2 more of those slow, gentle flows. Stretching up into our face and down into the upper chest, along with our neck. One more, right, center, left. Breathing in, unwinding, returning head and eyes to center. Relaxing our arms at our sides, bringing the focus down to our shoulders. Breathing in, drawing our shoulders up toward our ears. As we exhale, slowly pushing them down toward the floor. Breathing in, drawing back up toward our ears. Exhaling down toward the floor. Let's do 2 more of those. Breathing in. Out. Breathing in. And out. Letting our shoulders relax to their up and down neutral. On our next breath in, bring our shoulders forward. As we exhale, slowly pulling our shoulders back. So the chest muscles bring the shoulders forward. As we exhale, the upper back pulls them back. 2 more of those. Breathing in. Out. Breathing in. And out. Letting our shoulders relax to their forward back neutral, putting those 2 motions together in our rolls. Breathing in, shoulders coming forward, and then up. So we exhale, taking them back, and then down. Inhale, forward, up. Exhale, back, down. 1 more that way. And then changing the direction, breathing in, back, up. Exhale, forward, down, back, up, forward, down. 1 more of those. Moving the attention to our arms, breathing in, palms turning up, arms reaching out, and slowly up. As we exhale, palms turning down, we slowly bring our arms back to our sides rather than letting gravity take over that motion. Breathing in, nice long arms reaching out from center as they reach up. Exhaling, reaching out from center, and slowly coming back down. Let's do 2 more of those. Breathing in. Out. Breathing in. And out. Back of the hands now facing forward. Breathing in, bring our arms forward and up as high as the shoulders allow. Exhaling slowly down. And back. Breathing in, forward, up, exhale, down, and back. 2 more of those. Breathing in, out, breathing in, and out. Arm circles, just like our shoulder rolls. Breathing in, arms coming forward and up on our circle. Exhaling back and down. Inhale, forward, up. Exhale, back, down. One more that way. Then changing the direction, breathing in, back, up. Exhale, forward, down. Inhale, back, up. Exhale, forward, down. One more of those. Bring our arms back to our sides, palms now facing forward, breathing in. As we breathe out, slowly bending our elbows. Breathing in as we slowly straighten them back out. Exhaling as we slowly bend. Inhaling as we slowly straighten. 4. 3. 2. One more of those. Letting the arms and the shoulders relax, gently awakening our hands. So just gently straightening fingers and thumbs out. So we breathe in, slowly bringing the back of our hands toward our forearms. So we breathe out, slowly switching, palms toward the forearms. Breathe in, back of the hands toward our forearms. Breathe out, palms toward the forearms. 4. 3. 2. 1 more of those. As we breathe in now, squeezing down, making tight fists. As we exhale, extending and stretching the fingers and thumbs out from the center of our hands. Breathing in, drawing the fingers and thumbs back into center, squeezing down. Exhale, extend out and stretch. 4. 3. 2. 1 more of those. Making gentle fists, slowly rolling them one way a few times. Maybe they're going the same way, maybe opposite. Whatever comes natural. But then changing direction, rolling the other way a few times, which might feel just a little bit weird. Letting our hands rest back on our legs, moving to our whole spine, starting with our seated cows and cats. So we breathe in, we come into cow, pelvis rocking forward, chest and belly reaching forward as our shoulders draw back, and we take a little look up. As we exhale, coming back to neutral spine, slowly gently moving into our cat pose, pelvis rocking back, rounding out through the back and shoulders, chin relaxing toward our chest. Breathing in, coming back to neutral spine, slowly gently bending our spines back in our seated cow. Exhaling back to neutral spine. Slowly, gently bending our spines forward in our cat pose. Only going as far as our spine's up for here. As we warm it up. Connecting to it. Noticing how the motion feels. Adjusting accordingly. 5. 4. 3. 2. Breathing in, returning to neutral spine, relaxing our arms at our sides. So we breathe out, slowly, gently bending our spines toward the left. Breathing in and slowly returning up to a neutral spine. Exhale, slowly, gently bending our spines toward the right. Breathing in, returning to neutral spines. Let's do a couple more like that. Connecting to that motion, seeing how it's feeling today, making sure that once we get our arms back in, the arms don't encourage us to take that further than our spine's ready for. So we come out of our right side bend, let's bring our right arm up. And as we exhale, gently bending our spine left as the right hand reaches up for the ceiling, maybe over just a little bit. Breathing in, coming back to neutral spine as we switch our arms. So our spine's bending right, left hand's reaching up for the ceiling, maybe over a little bit. Breathing in, back to neutral, switching arms. Exhale, strong left side, long right side. Inhale, neutral spine, switching arms. Exhale, strong right side, long left. 3, 2, 1 more of those. So we breathe in, returning to neutral spine and relaxing our left arm down. So we exhale, gently twisting our spines to the right. Breathing in, slowly unwinding, returning to neutral. Exhale, slowly, gently twisting our spines left. Breathing in, unwinding, returning to neutral spine. Exhale, twisting right. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, twisting left. Inhale, neutral spines. Again, let's do 1 more. Just that spine moving, seeing how it's feeling with the motion today, making sure we don't push anything further than that's up for. And our next breath in, bringing both arms up. As we exhale, twisting right, letting our right arm float back and down, left hand floating down toward the right thigh. Breathing in, unwinding our spines, reaching our arms back up. Exhale, twisting left, left arm floating back and down, right hand floating down toward the left thigh, breathing in, unwinding, reaching up. 4, 3, 2, 1 more of those. As we breathe in, unwinding, reaching up, lengthening up, extended seated mountain. Crown of our head and our hands while reaching for the ceiling, sitting nice and tall, holding that position for a couple nice deep breaths. Breathing in. So we breathe out, maintaining our spine as we relax our arms back to our sides. Moving down to motion at the hips, we have our hands at our sides. If we do need to hold the chair or touch the chair to help us stay balanced in our chair, feeling free to do that as we move. Breathing in, making sure that spine's still sitting tall. As we breathe out, lifting our right knee up and feeling that right sit bone push more into the chair than our left one. As we breathe in, gently pushing the right foot back down for the floor, rather than letting gravity take over that motion. Exhale, lifting the left knee, pushing the left sit bone more into the chair than the right. Breathing in, gently pushing our left foot back down for the floor. 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1 more of those. And widening our feet and knees out a step or two, both to work differently into our hip and to challenge our balance a little bit more. So as we breathe in, let's make sure we check in with the spine, making sure it's still sitting tall, didn't overarch or slouch. Breathing in. So we breathe out, lifting the right knee up again, pushing that right sit bone more into the chair than the left. Breathing in, gently pushing our right foot back down for the floor. Exhaling, lifting the left knee and pushing that left sit bone more into the chair than the right. Breathing in, gently pushing that left foot back down for the floor. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more of those. We'll bring our feet back into neutral. Now we're going to take our hips the other way, or attempt to take the leg across the body. So it's going to take 2 steps per breath instead of just 1. Again, as we breathe in, making sure we're getting that spine sitting nice and tall, maintaining it. As we exhale, lifting the right knee up, and then attempting to cross our body with it. Breathe in, uncross, and slowly bring that foot back down. Exhale, left lifts, attempts to cross, breathe in, uncross, slowly bringing that foot back down. Right lift, cross, breathe in, uncross, bring the foot down. Left lift, cross, breathe in, uncross, bring the foot down. Lift, cross, breathe in, uncross, bring the foot down. Left lift, cross, breathe in, uncross, bring the foot down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more of those. And moving on to rotations within our hip. I find it a little easier to do this at the front of the chair seat. So scooting forward and then bringing knees and feet together. So we breathe in, sitting tall. As we breathe out, we move into cobbler's pose, activating the outer hip and thigh muscles to rotate our hips out, keeping lower leg and feet relaxed. As we breathe in, letting those muscles relax, knees will naturally return to center. Exhale, activate, rotate, and hold. Breathe in, relax, return. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more like that. So to do the opposite, we're going to widen the feet and knees back out. Breathing in, sitting tall. So we breathe out, activating inner thigh and pelvic floor to rotate the hips in. So we breathe in, letting those muscles relax, knees naturally return back out. Exhale, activate, rotate, hold. Breathe in, relax, return. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1 more of those. Bring our feet back into neutral, scooting back to the center of our chair seat. Focus comes to our thigh muscles, which means motions at our knees. Breathing in, sitting tall. As we breathe out, slowly straightening our right knee out. As we breathe in, slowly bending that knee again. Exhaling, slowly straightening our left knee out. Breathing in, slowly bending it again. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1 more of those. Waking up those knees, gently getting that fluid flowing within the knees. Bringing our attention down to the feet and ankles, breathing in, lifting our toes up and gently pushing our heels into our mat. So we breathe out, all the toes come down. Then heels lift, gently pushing balls of the feet into our mat. Breathing in, heels come all the way down. Toes lift. Breathe out, toes come all the way down. Heels lift. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1 more like that. Flexing the feet and ankles. Bring our heels down, lifting our right foot up, slowly rolling it toward the outside of our leg a few times. Changing direction, rolling toward the inside. Relaxing our right foot back to our mat, lifting our left, rolling toward the outside of our leg. And then the inside. Relaxing our left foot back to our mat. Alright, moving into the work portion of our class, we start with our getting out of the chair pose, because right now we're in the chair, so we want to have the ability to get ourselves in and out by our own power, rather than using momentum to help us. So again, we have our arms at our sides. If we need to, we can hold onto the chair, just minding that we're maintaining a neutral spine through the motion. Otherwise, arms are just going to naturally flow to balance us out. Breathing in, spine sitting tall. So we breathe out, hinging at our hips, activating the legs, push down into the floor. Lift a little, breathe in, slowly return to the chair, weight to the sit bones, seated mountain pose. Exhale, hinge, activate, push, lift, breathe in, slow and controlled, return. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. One more of those. And coming to sit tall, let's take a couple nice deep clearing breaths. So we breathe in, filling up the belly first, slowly up into the chest. And as we exhale, slowly emptying out from the top all the way back deep down. Gently drawing the belly in, squeezing that air even out the very lowest part of our lungs. Breathing in, sending our breath to wherever our body tightened up or got tense with our motions. And as we exhale, clearing that tightness and tension out along with the breath, letting it go. Using that motion to come to standing. Breathing in, so we breathe out, hinging at our hips, activating the legs, leg muscles pushing us up to standing tall. Bringing ourselves around behind our chairs. Let's scoot that chair up to the front of our mat. And then finding our mountain pose behind our chair. Doing our best to straighten our feet out, getting knees and toes aimed as close to forward as our hips allow, then separating the feet apart. Big joints in our legs all stacked up. Our hips over our knees over our ankles. Shoulders back, down, relaxed right over the hips. Hands resting on our chair back or hang at our sides. Crown of the head reaching up, chin slightly lowering, adjusting our whole head, ears right above our shoulders. Relaxing down through the muscles of our forehead. Turning our gaze down to relax the muscles around our eyes and find ourselves a focal point out on the floor in front of us to help us maintain our balance. Relaxing down to our cheeks, parting the teeth, peeling the tongue off the roof of the mouth, allowing our jaw muscles, our throat muscles to relax down. Relaxing down the length of our arms. Belly soft as we breathe into and out of it. Relaxing down through our thighs, down through our knees, soft knees. Finally focusing back in on our feet, all four corners of both feet, evenly pushing down into our mat, down into the floor. Sitting down into our chair pose, breathing in. So we breathe out, hips reach back, weight shifts more toward the heels. Then knees bend, maintaining neutral spine, knees as close to over the ankles as possible. Breathing in, pushing down into the floor. Leg muscles pushing us back up to mountain pose, standing tall. Exhale, hips reach, weight shifts, knees bend. Chair pose, breathing in, pushing back up tall to mountain. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and this last one, sinking down as far as you're comfortable. You're maintaining good alignment, you're balanced. Option to challenge that balance by releasing the chair. Maybe with one hand, maybe with both hands. Knowing if we get unsteady at all, chair's right there to come back to. Holding our pose but not our breath. Nice deep breath. So we breathe in, hands to our chair back. So we breathe out, pushing down into the floor even more, pushing back up to mountain pose, standing tall. Working on our balance series today, our one leg balance series today. So starting with our stork pose, we're going to take a couple little steps to the right, maybe shift our chair to the left so that we're able to lift and bring that right knee forward and up without hitting our chair. Left hand still on our chair, left foot solidly on our mat, standing tall in our mountain pose. Eyes on our new focal point out in front of us. Nice steady breath, matching the length of our inhales to the length of our exhales. So we breathe in, shifting our weight 100% to the four corners of our left foot, making sure that that left knee doesn't lock out, staying soft. So we exhale, lifting our right knee forward and up. Bring it up as high as you're comfortable doing so. Feel balanced doing so. Option to add our right arm, coming out front at shoulder height. Option 2, releasing with our left hand, maybe just testing, or maybe trying to slowly bring that left hand to meet the right. Again, holding our pose but not our breath, keeping that nice steady breath. Breathing in. So we breathe out, letting our right arm relax back to our side, bringing our right foot back to mountain pose position without shifting weight off our left, making sure it's set and solid, and then evening weight back out on both feet again. So now shifting ourselves to the left, maybe shifting our chair to the right. And again, mountain pose, right hand on the chair back, new focal point out in front of us, nice steady breaths. So we breathe in 100% weight to the four corners of our right foot, right knee staying soft. So we breathe out, floating that left knee forward and up as high as you're comfortable doing so. Option 1, left arm coming up to shoulder height out front. Option 2, testing or slowly bringing the right hand up to meet the left. Breathing in, so we breathe out. Bringing our left foot back to its mountain pose position, left arm to our side. Once we're sure that left foot's nice and solid, evening wings back out on both feet, mountain pose. Shifting our chair back to center, bring ourselves back to center, we move to our tree pose. Standing tall, shifting our weight to that left foot 100%. This time as we lift our right foot up, we're going to do that cobbler's rotation out at the hip to aim our knee and our toes out toward the right side, but only going far as you can with that hip without the rest of your body following along. We want everything else to stay in that mountain pose position. And then drawing the heel into our ankle, or maybe bringing that right foot up into our calf. Again, making sure that left knee doesn't pull back or lock out. It stays nice and soft. So then option 1 with our arms, to bring that left arm up and create some branches for our tree. Option 2, to test, releasing with that right hand, or maybe slowly bringing the right arm up to create branches on that side. And bring our hands back to our chair back, extending the right leg out, and doing the rotation at our hip to straighten the foot out, right foot back to mountain pose position, evening weight back out on both our feet. Let's take a nice deep breath here at center. In, out. So we breathe in, weight to our right foot 100%. So we breathe out, lifting and rotating out the left hip. Drawing our heel into our ankle, or that left foot up onto our calf, keeping that right knee soft. Option 1, right arm coming up to create branches of our tree. Option 2, testing, releasing the left hand a little, or maybe slowly, smoothly bringing the left arm up to create branches as well. Bring our hands back to our chair back, extending the left leg out, and doing the rotation at the hip, left foot back to mountain pose position, even weight back out on both feet. Again, nice deep clearing breath at center, breathing in, slowly filling all the way up. Exhaling and slowly emptying out from the top all the way back deep down. Moving on to our last balance pose, our warrior 3, we take our leg behind us. So as we breathe in, we're going to shift our weight to the left foot 100% and slide the right toes back, keeping them just touching the ground. Let's bend into our left knee even a little bit more than soft, getting us a little lower to the ground. Breathing in. As we breathe out, we're going to lift the right leg up behind us as we bring our upper body forward, doing our best to keep our neutral spine and that back leg in one straight line. If we're able to come forward enough that we run out a little room for our arms, we can step our hands down to the chair seat, working our way toward that T position. Focusing down at the floor, nice steady breaths. Breathing in. So we breathe out, slowly coming back out the opposite way we went in. Upper body coming up, hands coming to the chair back if they step down, bending that right knee to create clearance to bring the right foot back to its mountain pose position, making sure it's solidly there, and then evening our way back out on both feet, returning to our mountain pose. Breathing in, weight to the right foot 100%. So we breathe out, sliding the left toes back as we bend into that right knee a little bit more than soft. Breathing in. So we breathe out, lifting the left leg up behind us. So moving the upper body forward. Stepping hands to the chair seat if needed. Breathing in. So we breathe out, left leg coming down as the upper body comes up, bending the left knee for clearance. Left foot back to its mountain pose position, evening weight back out on both our feet. Standing tall, let's take a nice deep clearing breath in and out. And sliding our chair back to the center of our mat, or just back from center of our mat, wherever we like it to be. Coming to sit back down in our seated mountain pose. And now we move into the cool down portion of our class and final relaxation. So let's start out by widening our feet out to mat width apart. And then bringing our arms up to shoulder height, back of the hands facing. So we breathe in, let's slowly open the arms up. And see how far we can reach behind us, keeping our arms about parallel with the floor. Holding that stretch straight across the chest and into the arms for a couple nice deep breaths. Breathing in. So we breathe out, letting our arms relax down toward our chair from there. Gently grabbing on. So we breathe in, rolling the shoulders back and down. Pushing our hands into the chair as we send the chest and the chin now up to the ceiling. Lengthening up through the front of our belly, front of our chest, front of our throat. Getting a different stretch across the chest and into the arms. Setting nice deep breaths wherever we're feeling tight or tense now. And as we exhale, helping those to calm within our pose. Breathing in, so we breathe out, relaxing our back, releasing hands from our chair, then rolling our shoulders, bring our arms forward. Seated child's pose, breathing in, starting with that neutral spine, sitting tall. So we breathe out, hinging forward at the hips first. So we feel our sit bones really wanting to lift up off our chair, working our way up our spine from there. Forearms can rest on the thighs, or we can let our hands relax down to the floor in front of us. Sending nice deep breaths all the way down to the tailbone. Filling up the belly so much with air, we fill our back up with air as well, gently stretching it. Exhaling, letting all tension and tightness from those areas go. Straight down to the ground. So we breathe in, bringing our hands to our thighs. So as we breathe out, we can use the strength of our arms to help very slowly bring our upper body up, hinging at the hips, and stacking the vertebrae back up tall. Scooting back a little more in our chairs, widening our feet out a little bit more until we find a triangle of chair seat between the legs. Bring our left hand to it, inhaling right arm up. So we exhale, lengthening up through that right side first, and then gently bending our spines left as we continue to reach up over top of ourselves, finding a little more length in our right side. As we breathe in, filling that whole right side of our rib cage up nice and full with air. As we exhale, letting tension and tightness go from that side, using our breath to help us stretch as well as to help us calm. Breathing in. So we breathe out, using the right side to draw us back up to a neutral spine, replacing our left hand with our right, inhaling left arm up. As we exhale, lengthening up through that left side first, and then gently bending the spine right as we continue to reach up over top of ourselves, finding a little more length in our left side. Breathing in. So we breathe out, left side draws us back up to a neutral spine, relaxing our left arm down, helping our legs back into seated mountain pose position. A final set of twists. Breathing in, crown of the head reaching up as our right hand reaches for our chair back, gently grabbing on. So we exhale, lower back twisting right, and middle back, upper back, left hand coming across to the right thigh as we turn our heads and look behind ourselves. Bring our whole spine out as best we're able to, bottom to top. Nice deep rest wherever the tight tense spots are now. As we exhale, helping those spots to calm. Those spots to let that tension and tightness go. Breathing in. So we breathe out, slowly unwinding from the top of our spines back down. Releasing our right hand forward, returning to center. Breathing in, crown of the head reaching up as our left hand reaches for our chair back, gently grabbing on. Exhaling, lower back twisting left. Middle back, upper back, right hand to left thigh as we turn our heads, looking behind ourselves the other way. Nice deep breaths to those tight, tense spots. As we exhale, helping those to calm, to let that tension and tightness go. Breathing in. So we breathe out, slowly unwinding from the top of our spines back down, releasing our left hand forward, returning to neutral. Now we can slide all the way back in our chairs, allowing our chair back to support our back, finding our relaxed position for our legs, for our arms, closing our eyes for final relaxation. Allowing all the hundreds of muscles in our body to rest now, to relax, be supported by the chair and the floor. So we breathe in, filling up the belly first, and then up into our chest. As we exhale, feeling our ribs coming closer together. Belly button relaxing back down toward the spine. Muscles melting off of us down toward the floor. Returning ourselves back to that clear, calm, safe space we created at the beginning of the class. Just being there, focusing in on taking those nice, deep, calming breaths for the next few minutes. And allowing any thoughts that may enter our minds to just continue on through. And slowly beginning to wiggle our fingers and our toes, flexing our wrists, our ankles, our elbows, and slowly lifting our back up off our chair back. Sliding back to the center of our chair seat as we bend back into our knees. Turning back to our seated mountain pose for a nice deep breath all together as a class. Inhaling. And exhaling. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.